Hello everyone, I'm here in Taverham. As you can see, I have done this driveway in the past. Customers got me back to do this job around the back. It's a patio. It's got a lot of weeds in between the joints. So I think the process I'm going to do is use a turbo nozzle to get the weeds out, and then going to mostly use a fair bit of hypo, because as you can see, it's got a lot of black spots. I'll turn you around so you can see what I'm dealing with. So yeah, plan of action is to hit the joints with a turbo nozzle to get a lot of the weeds out, but being careful that I don't blow any more of the jointing than what I need. So, and then going to use chemicals to try and get rid of some of this black spot, but not too sure how much the black spot I will get up, but I'll give it a go. First of all, I will have to clear some of the stuff off the patio, and then I'll crack on. So I'm not going to record me clearing the stuff because that's pretty boring, and why do you want to watch that? But if you find this content useful, why don't you hit that subscribe, or maybe hit the like. That really helps out the channel. Nice blue skies today. As you can see, it's got a lot of weeds, grass in between the joints. So as you can see, there's a lot of black spots. So I'm gonna go over it with a turbo nozzle. Come on. Right, I'll sit up on a tripod. Catch you in a bit, bye. This is a problem when you have low water pressure, you have to keep stopping. So I've only literally come from down here. And have to stop. So always be mindful of low water. As you can see here, I'm having a little bit of issue with the turbo nozzle. It's not spinning, so I had to then do the rest of the patio clean with this flat surface cleaner and with my fan jets. Okay then, as you can see, had a little bit of issue with a turbo nozzle. It's busted, so I've got the weeds out, most of them this side, but I don't want to go too deep to disturb the base. So there will be some weeds. The customer is aware of this, but hopefully the hyper will kill it off. But really, it needs a weed killer sort of treatment to kill it all, and it should have been done before it's cleaned. But it's down to the customer to do that. I'll turn you around so you can see the black spots. There's loads of it, so I'm going to go over 50-50 with my pro foam and switch tip, and then I will mostly then go over it with my backpack and a brush to brush it in. But we'll see how it comes up with the first treatment. I'll turn you around. As you can see, there is loads of black spots absolutely everywhere. Down here isn't too bad, like I say, underneath there, that's how it should look, and here's not too bad, these steps. So I'm hoping, so yeah, I've got a bit of a task on my hands, but I like a task, so I will apply a hypo sort of treatment and then see what we're left with after that's done this bit. Okay then, as you will see in a second what I'm up to. I have gone over with the Pro Foam. That was a 3-to-1 mix, and then I went over with the backpack, which was a 50-50 mix, and this is what I'm left with. It's more bad or badder over in this corner, not too bad down here on this patio, and then it's like an in-between stage here. So down here is good, medium, and as you can see, still quite a lot of black spots compared to like here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put back 50 over the whole patio. I normally don't do this. Yeah, I normally don't do this, but as this customer, I've done work for him before, like the driveway, so I think it's, you know, I want to give him a little extra service, so I'm going to put a Biocide treatment over the whole surface, so this will in time slowly remove or lighten the black spots. You never promise a customer no black spots because you're very rare can do that, but you must set the expectations what you can achieve, and I'm pretty fussy, so I always try and go the extra mile to get the best results I can. So yeah, I'm going to go over with the back 50 with the Pro Foam and cover the whole surface. Then in time the black spots will lighten a little bit, may not remove, because ideally it would need another Biocide treatment in maybe 4, 5, 6 months just to top it up, ready for the winter. Okay, let me get set up and let's get some Biocide put down. Hello, we're all done. I'm still not over happy, but there's only so much you can do when a patio has been really neglected. I have done 2 hypo treatments and I've done a Biocide treatment, so 3 chemical treatments all in all. I will turn you around so you can see what I've done. The Biocide will work over time, so that's a slow agent, but it's had 2 hypo treatments and this is what I've ended up with. As you can see, there's still quite a lot of black spots. Over here is the worst. But still 100% better than what it was. And the little path up around the side. So yeah, it's a lot better than what it was, but still got a lot of black spots for my liking. But there's only so much chemicals I can put on, afford to put on, because the customers only paid so much. So where do you stop? Okay, the main thing is it's a lot better than what it was, not slippy, and really the customer needs to maintain it by moving forward, by applying weed killer and also having a Biocide treatment every 4 months, maybe 3 months, depending on the weather. So yeah, so if you like this content, drop a like, drop a follow, comment where you're watching from, recently I have a lot from India, so be interesting to see where you guys watch them from. Catch the next one. Thank you.